Oh, hi, I'm Mary. I've been working at my desk for a very long time. I've just gotten off of the computer and my hands are a little sore. I've been reviewing documents, so my upper back is a little sore too. And sometimes with this work, I get stressed out. So today, we are going to work on stretches that you can do at your desk or your computer. And before you begin this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor, and he'll tell you moves that you should or shouldn't do. Also, you will want to have water with you because I'm sure you have it at your desk to drink before, during, and after our time together. You'll want to wear loose, comfortable clothing. Of course, when we go to work, we have loose, comfortable clothing. Also, you want to make sure that you don't bounce or force any move. These moves are done slowly, and many of these stretches are done using the breath because that really helps out a lot. Sometimes when we work at our desk or do anything for a long period of time, we have back pain, and we have back pain because we're just sitting too long. And then our spine compresses, and sometimes gravity pulls us down, so we have to get up and we have to move those muscles and joints. Also, sometimes people get stiff muscles. You know, if you're like this all the time, the muscles on the back of your neck because you're looking down, unless, of course, you're at an ergonomically correct height. But even if you are, sometimes we have to look down. So sometimes our muscles get a little stiff, especially in our neck and shoulders. Also, sometimes people have tight joints. When a joint's in one place for any length of time, there's no activity in that joint, so that joint can get a little tight. Also, poor circulation. If you're not moving around, you're not getting your blood circulating. Also, if you have bad posture. And sometimes I mean to be correct when I'm working on my papers, but sometimes after a long period of time, I tend to slump over a little bit, and I get a little bit of strain. Speaking of strain, if we're on the keyboard a lot and our hands are like this, we can get repetitive strain. So I'm going to show you some stretches that you can do that will help out a lot. So people say, well, when should I stretch? Well, of course you can stretch whenever you're feeling tight, but also you can stretch like every hour. That is a really good time to stretch. Not only if you're stiff, but if you do find you're getting stiff, then of course that's the perfect time to stretch. Also, if you need energy, if you're feeling a little sluggish, if you do a couple stretches, that gets the blood and oxygen to the brain and the muscles, and you actually feel more energetic. So that's pretty terrific. Also, if you want to focus more, sometimes when we really concentrate on one thing, we can get really tired by doing that physically if we're straining ourselves mentally, but also if we want to change our focus, if we're like losing our focus and getting distracted. I don't know if that happens to you, but it happens to me a lot. So if you find yourself getting distracted, sometimes it helps to really focus on a stretch and focus how your muscles feel so that when you return to your workstation, you feel terrific and you are much better able to focus. So also, when you first get to work and just before you leave work, those are good times to do stretches. That way we wake up our muscles and then we relax and stretch them at the end of the day. Now, a lot of times people say, well, where in the heck am I going to stretch? Well, we're going to do some stretches right at our desk. You could do stretches when you're getting water. You can do stretches like when you're at the copy machine or when you're waiting in line or even when you're at an office meeting. Your legs are going to be under the table, so you can do a lot of stretches with your hands and legs under the table. Lots of times people will say, well, you know, really, what are the benefits of stretching? There are a million benefits to stretching, and most of them we talked about. What it does is it decreases muscle tension, and that makes you feel terrific. It improves your circulation, so you get the blood and oxygen to the old bean, which of course we are using when we are at work. Also, it decreases your anxiety and stress when you stretch. That's a really, really good one. And it makes our work a lot easier when we're feeling good at work. So, you want to stretch because what this stretching will do is put your mind and body together so you're not all in the brain and your body's taking the strain. You want to make sure that when you do some of these stretches, that if you're injured, you're going to want to make some little alterations, okay? Now, when you stretch, it's really important to just breathe easy, breathe slow. You want to relax, and again, you don't want to bounce or force any movements because these are stretches that we're going to hold for between 5 and 10 seconds. You want to focus on the muscles that you use. And we're going to do a little warm up for that so you'll know what I mean. Also, you want to be able to feel the stretch. And you want to be guided by the feel. So if I've been working on the computer and I do something like this, that may really hurt my hands. So I may need to change it so I can feel where the stretch is. Then I'll breathe in, breathe out, and stretch a little more. So there are really two parts of stretching. One is the very easy stretch when you get into the stretch. And then you'll breathe in, and as you breathe out, see if you can stretch a little more. So that's where we really have to pay attention to our body. How does it feel? How does it feel? So the first one's a mild stretch, and we hold it for a little bit, 5 or 10 seconds. And then the other one is a focus stretch when we ask ourselves to do a little bit more. Again, if you're feeling tension, back off. So when you're stretching, there are just a couple things to keep in mind. One is you work within your limits. So, and your limits change from day to day, and sometimes they change from hour to hour, because if you're on the phone for a long time, while you're on the computer, sometimes that can change where you feel the tension. So we have to be aware of that. Also, your breathing is slow and easy, and your motions are under control. That's why these are stretches, because we stretch and hold for a few minutes. So we hold until we get that feeling, and we don't overstretch, and we do it regularly. So you want to do it as often as you can. So when I talk about going by the feeling of the stretch, let's experiment with that a little bit and get the feeling of the stretch. So one of the best things that we can do is interlace the fingers and push the palms away just a little bit and hold. Now while we're stretching out our fingers and wrists, our shoulders are relaxed, our tummy's in, and we feel terrific. We take a breath in, and as we breathe out, we push a little more. Wow, I can feel that in my wrists and hands, but also now I'm involving my upper back and my shoulders. We hold it just for a little bit, and then we relax. Wow, I could feel that one. How about you? Okay, so that's just a little bit about how to feel the stretch. Then another one is to bring the hands up. Bend one arm, and you can do this if you want to stretch right over the head and hold the arm over. But for a lot of people, that is pretty doggone tough. So what we can do is bring the hand across the body, another hand comes from underneath, and we kind of push the elbow to the opposite shoulder. We breathe in, we breathe out and push just a little more. Wow, I can really feel that. And now I'm going to add a head turn and turn in the opposite direction of where my hand is reaching over my opposite shoulder. So that will involve the neck. So of course, if we do it on one side, we have to do it on the other side. So over comes the arm, under comes the hand, and it's not on the elbow directly, but on that fleshy part. We breathe in, and as we breathe out, we kind of pull the elbow towards the opposite shoulder. And we hold it for a few minutes. That's our easy stretch. And then we want more of a stretch. We breathe in, and as we breathe out, we pull it in a little more, and then we add the neck, slowly turning. Wow, I can feel that, and that feels terrific on my neck. We hold it for between 5 and 10 seconds, and then we release it. That felt pretty doggone good. So then we go back to this stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out and press and hold. Remember, your first stretch is your easy stretch. Your shoulders are relaxed and down. Your belly is in, and wow, you feel terrific. Okay, let's go for a more focused stretch. We breathe in, and as we breathe out, we push a little more. Whoa! And we can elongate. That feels terrific. And I'm becoming more and more aware of how it feels to actually feel my stretch. And then we relax back down. One thing that happens too when we're at work is our neck gets really, really tense. And sometimes, if there's just tension around us, we can feel it in our neck. So this stretch is a really good one to do. And when we incorporate with breathing, it really helps a lot. We breathe in and we pull our shoulders right up to our ears. And when we breathe out, we still hold them there. Feel that tension. There you go. Breathe in again. And as you exhale, just feel your shoulders drop and hang down. That feels great. So now we're going to do the easy stretch and then make it a little tougher. So we breathe in, pull the shoulders up a bit, exhale, breathe in again and pull them up a little tighter. And as we exhale, wowee, that feels terrific. So that gives you a feeling of the two different kinds of, or different sections of the stretch. Okay. So that's basically telling you a little bit about how it feels to stretch. We've pulled our shoulders up. We've brought our elbow across. Now we're going to work behind us. So I'm going to turn my back to you and I'll show you how to reach one arm behind and the other arm grabs the wrist and pulls it down and across the back of the body. Here we go. I'm reaching behind. This hand grabs this wrist and pulls it down and across the body. I breathe in, and as I breathe out, I pull a little more. Boy, oh boy, I feel that stretch. And then I relax and shake out my hands. The other arm reaches across. We grab the wrist, pull down and across. Wow, I breathe in. Breathe out, pull it a little more, and relax and shake. So we really got the back and we got the front of the shoulders. That was really terrific. So those are two of the exercises that are really important. Now, let's work on the hands. If you're on the computer a lot, your hands might get really tired. So here's some things you can do. One of the most fun things to do is to stretch out the hand and really feel the stretch in the fingers. If you're at your desk, you can simply place your hands palms down on the desk, lift the fingertips up, and spread them as wide as they'll go. But if you're sitting, you can just place your hands on your thighs, lift your fingertips up, and spread them as wide as they'll go and really feel the tension there. And relax a little bit, breathe in, breathe out and stretch a little more. This is your focus stretch. We really know what we're going for. And then we relax the hands. Then we take our hands and make a tiny little fist. We squeeze it a little tighter and we relax. Then we go back to lifting the fingers, stretching the hands, really feel the tension there. And relax. That felt pretty good on my fingers. There are other things you can do for your fingers too. One of them, and I'll show you from the side, is to push the heels of the hands away so your fingertips are facing the ceiling. Your elbows are down, your shoulders are relaxed, your belly's in, and you feel terrific. So we breathe in. And as we breathe out, we push the heels of the hands away and lift those fingertips up and then see if you can bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Oh man, and we hold that. We relax a little, breathe in, breathe out, push and curl those fingers into the shoulders. Wow, I could really feel that. Now we're going to have our fingers reach down to the floor. There you go. So your fingers are right down to the floor and all your fingers together. Now you're going to try to bring these fingers in towards your ribs. So here we go. Let's pull those fingers in towards the ribs, pushing the wrist away, 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 and relax. That was great. Breathe in, breathe out, push the wrist away, curl the fingers under. I really feel this. Our shoulders are relaxed, and then we release. That was a tough one. You can really feel it right on your forearm too. That's a great one for the wrist. Another one which is really, really good if your wrists and hands are getting kind of achy or sore, and that is simply to press the hand palm up and take the other hand, go underneath it, and take a hold of the thumb. We extend the top arm again and gently pull the thumb down. Remember, if your body is saying, this is not a good idea, this is not a good idea, pay attention to your body. But otherwise, we're reaching through the fingers. Our shoulders are relaxed and down. We feel a great stretch. We breathe in, loosen up a little bit. Exhale and pull a little more and hold it just for a few minutes and then release it. I love that stretch. I forget to do it a lot, but I really like it. So let's do the other side. We reach the hand in front, our elbows down, our shoulders relaxed. Other hand comes under and it sneaks up on the thumb, gets a hold of the thumb and draws it down. Now remember, when you're doing these stretches, if you're doing them with anybody else, there's never ever any competition. You just want to do your very best. Breathe in, loosen up. Exhale and pull down. And you may be different from side to side. One side is usually a little bit more flexible than the other side of your body. And then we relax. That was pretty doggone good. You're doing terrifically. So we're getting our hands and wrists all warmed up. Another great exercise to do, and this is a good one to do if you're a little tense. We simply interlace the fingers and we make the wrists go around and around and around. I love this one. It's kind of like a figure 8. And then we say to ourselves, wow, I am really good at this. So as soon as you're really good at the figure 8 this way, go the other way, and we do this about 10 times. This is so good for your wrists. There you go, there you go, and now you're done. And so we shake our hands out. That was pretty good. You did a great, great job. Okay, another thing that we can do is to take our hands and make a little fist so the thumb faces forward. Our shoulders are relaxed, our chest is high. So we're going to take these thumbs and kind of push them out away from the midline of our body. Wow, you feel the stretch right up through here. You're doing great, and we relax. Breathe in. Breathe out and stretch and really push those thumbs away from the belly button or the midline of the body, and then relax. I love that one. Okay, now let's get specifically for the hands and wrists. This is a cool exercise to do. And when you do it, all you do is simply press your palms together. Your elbows are relaxed. They're even and steady. So nice and easy. Our hands are here and we go, this is terrific. We breathe in. Now as we exhale, we push the bottom of our wrists down. Wow, I feel that. I feel that. I'm palm to palm and I'm pushing the bottom of my wrist down. I breathe in, relax. Exhale and I go for a more focused stretch. I know where I'm going to feel it. Boy, I really feel it on my wrists. And then I relax. Then we swoop the fingers forward and down. Again, we keep our elbows steady and even. We breathe in and we pull the wrists up. Try to relax those shoulders. Those shoulders really want to come with the wrists, but they have to stay relaxed down, and our elbows have to be even. Good job, good job, good job. And we breathe in, breathe out, and pull those wrists up a little more. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders down, and relax. I could really, really feel that in my hands and wrists. So another one along with that, keeping the elbows even, is to take the fingers from this hand and you're going to push the hand the other way. Breathe in, exhale, and push. Elbows are even. If you're like me, you probably want to go, but that's not what we're doing, and you won't get a good stretch that way. Release, breathe in, breathe out, and push. Shoulders are relaxed. This feels good. Feels good when it's done, and then relax. So now we have to go this way. So these fingers are pushing that hand over there. We breathe in, our chest is lifted. We exhale, our shoulders are relaxed. And this hand pushes those fingers right over there. Now you see, I tried to drop my elbow because it was easier to do it that way. But I get a better stretch if I don't. And relax. Breathe in, breathe out, and push a little more. Pay attention. How does it feel for you? It may feel different for you. And relax. Wow, that was just about enough of that. So we move right on to the other exercise. This is really fun. You take your hand, just nice and easy, a sweet and innocent hand. You take the thumb and you go around in a couple circles, and then you go around the opposite direction, and then you pull your thumb away from your hand gently and relax. Well, that thumb is pretty happy now. Now we go to pointer finger. And our shoulders are relaxed. Remember, we're working with our fingers. We're going in one direction and then the other. But our shoulders want to be relaxed and our chest wants to be high. Then we hold it here and we pull the finger away from the hand and we relax. I was listening to public radio the other day, circle, and it said people that crack their knuckles, you know that sound that makes you go crazy? Then we go in the other direction. They said that's actually good for you. Yep. I can't wait to tell my mom. Then we hold it here and then we pull the finger away from the body. So if your knuckles crack, that's not a bad thing, by the way. Of course, they could change next week. Things always change with research. Well, no, not always, just sometimes. So you just want to do what's good for you and do everything in moderation. Then we circle the other way. Good. This finger's a little more difficult to do. Then we pull the finger away from the body. And then we move on to the pinky. Oh, that little finger, it just loves to be moved around. We go in a circle a couple of times, then we go in the other direction, and then we pull it away from the body and relax. Wow, that hand feels pretty terrific. And this hand is going, what about me? What about me? Okay, here we go. So, shoulders are relaxed. Chest is high, head held high. We go right to the thumb and we circle the thumb and then reverse the circle. And if you want, you can go in these big giant circles and then you pull the thumb away from the hand or palm and we release. Going to pointer, we do a nice little circle. This feels terrific. And then we go in the other direction. And again, these are your circles. Make them big or small. Then we hold it here and we pull the finger away from the palm and relax. I love doing this. Isn't this fun? Okay, middle finger, circle, circle. Keeping these fingers flexible is very important because we don't want them just curled down to our keyboard. Reverse the circle. And then you pull the finger away from the palm and relax. Taking the finger, circle, circle. You know what this reminds me of? When I was a kid, I had this little straw thing. It was made in Mexico, and if I put my fingers in it and then tried to pull them out, I couldn't because the little other way, the little weaving would pull them in tight. Now we pull away from the palm and we relax. This pinky is so happy. This pinky loves to do huge circles. This is one happy pinky. Then we go in the other direction. Just nice and easy. Then we pull the pinky away from the hand and oh, my knuckle just cracked. And we relax. Now we want to shake out these hands. So you just kind of shake your hands like this. And when you do, your shoulders are relaxed, your chest is high. What I like to do is I like to take my cares and worries, put them on the ends of my fingers, and then just shake them right off. Shake it off, shake it off. There we go. Okay, now our hands and arms are pretty relaxed. So let's work with the shoulders. Remember that first exercise we did to get the feeling of feeling the stretch? Let's do that right now. Interlace the fingers, bring the thumbs towards your chest and down. Push away from your body, shoulders are relaxed. Good, 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 good. Good, good. Then we're going to relax, breathe in. And as we breathe up, we're going to push diagonally up. Wow, that's a different feeling. And I'm starting to involve more of the middle of my back. I relax, breathing in, and as I breathe out again, I push up, 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 up. Boy, I can really feel this. Can you feel this? Me too. And relax. Wow. So those are 3 little variations of the stretch. Remember, you can do it easy and then go for a more focused stretch. But it's all up to you. It has to do with how much time you have and what's really, really needing a stretch. So we've done that. Let's go to the shoulders. Our shoulders are relaxed. We pull them up to our ears. We pull them up a little higher, breathing in. And as we breathe out, we relax. That felt great. And we've done the hand across the shoulder and stretched and turned. So we've done that stretch. That's great. And then the other hand comes across. Remember, you're going to hold these stretches for a little longer. I'm just going over the ones that we've done. One of the ones we haven't done is when we take our hands and put them right on the top of our buttocks. Our thumb faces the hips. We breathe in, lift the chest, and as we exhale, we just lift the chest and look up and then try to pull those elbows back. I really feel that, I really feel that. Then I relax, and my arms are just like where they kick the football. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, your upper body comes forward and you draw your elbows back. Doesn't that feel great? Oh, that's fantastic. Then we relax. One arm up, one arm down. Reach up, reach down. Reach up higher, reach down more, and then relax. Other side, reach up high, reach down low. Reach up a little higher, reach down a little more, and relax. That's really terrific. Now, we want to stretch out our lower bodies if our backs bother us. So, we sit with our buttocks towards the edge of the chair, we grab under the knee and circle the ankle. And so we're circling our ankle as we're drawing our knee to our chest, and then we go the other way, breathing in, breathing out, try to bring that knee a little closer to the chest, and relax it down. Good work. Let's take the other leg, pull the knee into the chest, feel the stretch on the back. Circle the ankle one way, feel the stretch on the back. Our shoulders are relaxed and down. Go the other way, breathe in, and as you breathe out, pull the knee to the chest and relax. Great, that was really terrific. So when it gets towards the end of the day, we're going to breathe in, we're going to breathe out and just guide our hands down, 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 and let our head hang down. And when we come up, we're going to put our hands on our knees and slowly roll up. That was great. So when you're feeling a lot of tension, if you can't stretch, lift your eyebrows, open your mouth, and relax. So that's a good stretch to do. Thank you for joining me. You did a great job, and I am feeling much better after doing all my work. I appreciate you sharing some time with me, and we'll see you again very soon.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.